Howdy folks, Bill here from CoolWildlife.com, and today we're going to talk about the DxO Black Friday sale, up to 50% off on a lot of the software that I use in my wildlife editing workflow. I want to show you how I use some of those products to transform an image that's very high ISO into something that's acceptable. So stay tuned, we're going to talk about the pricing and how we use the products. All right, before we get started, I am going to put a link in the description of this video to the DxO Black Friday sale page. It is an affiliate link. I do get a small commission if you click on that link to navigate to their page before you make a purchase. Your support is greatly appreciated, of course, and it does allow me to continue bringing content to you. So there are three products that I use in my wildlife photography editing workflow. DxO PhotoLab 6, DxO Pure RAW 2, and the Nik Collection 5. So I'm going to show you those products and how I transform a mink image that I took. But before we do that, let's just cover the price quickly, what's happening for Black Friday. PhotoLab 6 is on from $219 to $149. The reason I love PhotoLab 6 is Deep Prime XD, which is a new version of their Deep Prime, and I'll show you that transformation on a very noisy image. Pure RAW 2, which if you want a one-click solution for removing noise and improving the quality of your images, this is a great product. On right now from $129 to $89. And then the Nik Collection, which as you see here has 8 plugins, including a black and white conversion and 250 presets. And you can use a U-point technology within that to just selectively place what you want to do within your image on a specific aspect of the image. For example, the eye of a mink or something to that effect. And it's at $149 regularly, now on sale for $75. If you're already a customer, you see this link here, you can upgrade at a better price than what you see here. For example, and disclaimer here, I pay for this software. I am not sponsored by DxO in any way. $149 is their price if you're buying it new. If you're a user, when I upgraded, $149 became $99 for my upgrade price. So let's go take a look here at what this software looks like. Here's the mink image that I mentioned of a from a Nikon Z7. Shot around ISO 4000 very early in the morning. That camera is not great with ISO in my opinion. And you can see that here. You see the noise in the background and across the mink. Deep Prime, this one here, is what was included in DxO RAW 2 and originally in DxO PhotoLab 6. In PhotoLab 6 Elite, we have Deep Prime, but they have a new version called Deep Prime XD. It's an extended version that does a much better job. I was on a Nikon professional services event this week with professional wildlife shooter Brad Hill, and he has moved from Topaz Denoise AI over to Deep Prime XD within PhotoLab 6 Elite. Stating that he feels it does a better job on high ISO images. So I thought it was worth a look. When we apply DxO Prime XD, it does marginally do a better job than Deep Prime, and it does, I'm still doing my own head-to-head comparisons with Topaz Denoise to see which one I'm going to prefer, but it does a very good job. So within PhotoLab 6, it's a complete editor. I'm using it primarily for Deep Prime to do head-to-head comparisons. I have other software that I use within my workflow. But you can quickly go into the Nik Collection as well, launching right from PhotoLab 6 Elite. And it'll take you over to what you see here, which is the Nik Collection, and you can use tonal contrast, and there's detail extractors and so on and so forth. But I think you'll agree, if we look at that original image that we started with and then take a look at what we're finishing with, there's a big difference. I don't want to use this video as a how to transform the image. Maybe I'll do that after, but I did want to show you the possibilities within this software. Silver effects is also part of this. Within Nik, you can do a black and white conversion if you want to, but I use the silver effects plugin myself. But there is a quick and dirty black and white here, but Silver Effects does a much better job, and it's one of the plugins within the Nik Collection. And lastly, I use DxO Pure RAW 2 in my workflow, and both with PhotoLab Elite and Pure RAW, we have these DxO optics modules which improve the quality of your image. So when I first pull it up, it shows you that I shot it with a Nikon Z7, and it pulls up the lens, and it's going to make some corrections for that lens and camera combination. But you see it processing here. It does a one-step click job. Okay? And so it has removed the noise and improved the quality of the image, and I can now bring that image into whatever editor I use. And so it's one of the reasons I like this program, is that it's a one-click. So for those of you who don't want to spend a half an hour or an hour on a specific image, you can use this one click. And when we go in to process the photo, you see that it's deep prime. It's not deep prime XD, it's deep prime. Will they add XD to this? I don't know. I have not heard anything to that. You can do the optical corrections. You can export it as a JPEG or a DNG. My recommendation is to throw it out as a DNG, which is a raw format that you can keep doing your processing with. And then you can process that image and export it. So, and it's fairly quick. As you see, it's rolling across the screen there now and finishing up. And there we go. Well, it says there's a minute remaining, but here we go. Processing done, and I can now export that out, and I can select a software, Photoshop or Lightroom or wherever I want to bring it to. Okay. That covers how I use those three softwares from DxO. I think they do an excellent job. Well worth taking a look at for sure during this Black Friday sale. So take a look. You can get free trials for each of those softwares. Run them through their paces. If you like them, then I recommend that you purchase today, because for Black Friday up to 50% off, you're not going to get a better deal than that. Thanks for taking a look, and have a great day.